I am from eastern Nepal. My place of birth is nearby Guru Rinpoche's one of the Bayul, Khenpalung in eastern Nepal. And then in my village, there are lots of Sherpas and Tamangs. They were practicing Buddhism, but more focused on Guru Rinpoche. So I was interested more on Sangye, Chomdende, Buddha, but they are more interested on second Buddha, Sangye Nipa. But when I came to Kathmandu, I have more chance to meet with Tibetan Rinpoches, especially Kyabje Tulku Urgen Rinpoche from Nagi Monastery, and he explained me, oh, Guru Padmasambhava is second Buddha in all of the Himalayan region, including Tibet, Nepal, Bhutan, and then I thought, oh, Guru Rinpoche is forecast by Sakyamuni Buddha himself. He is the activity part of Sakyamuni. And then I started to do research, and especially in pilgrimage site of different parts of Nepal.
Wonderful. Professor, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Kendra Palenla. And then this is my opportunity to share the Guru Padmasambhava's knowledge for the worldwide. I hope many people from all over the world are looking our program. And then Guru Padmasambhava, actually he was born in present day Pakistan, in Udiana, and his practice places are mostly present day India and Nepal. And then in Nepal, especially, it is the country blessed by Padmasambhava in three ways. First, he did his personal practice, like his long life practice and his Mahamudra Vidyadhara practice in Nepal. And second, he manifested different forms to subdue or to help the other sentient beings. And then among the 12 different manifestations, 3 manifestations were manifested in the present day Nepal. And then third, Guru Padmasambhava in the 8th century, he predicted in Tibet there will be problem in future and people has to go for the safe place for practice, which is called Bayul. So he predicted 108 Bayuls, and then among them 7 are very famous one. Among the 7, there 5 are in Nepal. So today I'll present my short presentation in 3 phases. First, Guru Rinpoche's personal practice. Second, Guru Rinpoche's manifestations. And the third, Guru Rinpoche's Bayuls or hidden lands. So first of all, in Vajrayana Buddhism, the ultimate goal is to realize the Mahamudra level of nature of mind. And then there are 4 levels of Vidyadharas. So in the biography of Padmasambhava, you can study in Pema Kathang, which is available all over the world. This is also translated in first in French, then to English also. And then in this text, it is clearly said that Guru Padmasambhava first, he realized the Vidyadhara of long life, means Chewang Rigzin, in the place called Maratika. The present day we called Halese, and then local people called Halesi, and it is now in our eastern Nepal, province number 1. The district is called Khotang, and then it is the Kirat area, Mon area, and Guru Padmasambhava, he visited with Lacham Princess Mandarava in that place, and then he did his practice of Amitabh's in the cave, and then he realized the long life Siddhi, as well as the Vidyadhara stage of long life in that cave, and then he subdued the Mara of death. Among the 4 Maras, the Emma is subdued there, and so there are 2 caves, and then in one cave he subdued the Mara, and then lower cave, and then upper cave he realized the long life, especially Buddha Amitai's sadhana. So the millions of people, not only Himalayan people, but people from the West, they are visiting the place called Maratika, where Guru Padmasambhava achieved his Chawang Rigzin, or his stage of Vidyadhara of long life. And then he came to western part, especially the Timal area in Kabre Palanchok, in eastern part from Kathmandu. And then finally he arrived in Kathmandu Valley. So first he decided to practice in Chowara cave, but there was problem with the local god, Ganesh-ji, or the Chokdak. And then finally he decided to back to Yangleso, Harping. That time Phanapinga Vishaya in Nepali literature, and then Phomthing in Tibetan literature. And then he started to do his Mahamudra practice in the Asura cave on the top of that area. But there are lots of obstacles, Bharse, in his meditation practice. So he did his Purpa practice in the lower cave, Yangdak Heruka, means the in short form Yang. Then Le means the ablative form, the grammatical part, and Shyo means lower part from Yangdak Heruka, means that is present day we call Shesh Narayan Than. And then Guru Padmasambhava, he practiced his Vajra Kila, Dorje Purva practice in that cave. And then finally he moved to the upper cave, the Asura cave. And then finally he realized his ultimate stage of his experience, which is called Chagya Chenpo Rigzin, means Vidyadhara of Mahamudra, which is the highest Siddhi among all the 84 Siddhas of India, like the Tilopa, Naropa, Jalandharipa, Biruapa, and then so Guru Padmasambhava's name is also listed among the 84 Siddhas, which he realized in the Phomthing or Phanapinga Vishaya of Nepal. And then fortunately he was invited by the king Kizong Dechen in Tibet. So he moved from Harping to Tibet, and he spent almost 55 years, more than 55 years in Himalayan region, including the Bhutan, as well as northern part of Nepal, like Elmo, Gangirawa, and other places. So the Guru Padmasambhava's major practice cave is Asura cave, and for the obstacle clearing cave is Yangleso. We both are in Phorping area. And then second part is Guru Padmasambhava, as forecast by Sakyamuni Buddha himself. His main aim is to subdue the evil beings and then to create the environment for the practice. So Guru Padmasambhava, he manifested 12 different forms, and then among them the famous prayer called Bharse Lamsel. Most of the Tibetans, as well as the Nepalese, Bhutanese, they learn by rote. And then among these 12 verses, Guru Padmasambhava's 3 manifestations were in Nepal. So the first place is, I'll recite from Bharse Lamsel. I will just recite the relevant part to Nepal. Just like first part, it is said, Dhamcho Rin Sen Pai Che, Usal Hoser Dang Dang Den, Chake Deno Legbam Nam, Yonpe Purpa Pusti Nam, Sammo Chonam Tuksu Chu, Yangle Shoki Pandita. Then comes the Tukze. But this verse is related with Guru Padmasambhava's form Mawe Senge, which is Yanglesuki Pandita. So he holds book in this case, and then this form is manifested in Pharping. So Pharping is not only place for the practice of his ultimate realization of Mahamudra, it is also place of his manifestation of the form Maui Shenge among the 12 manifestations. And the second place in eastern part of Kathmandu Valley called present-day Kabre-Palanchok district nearby Dhulikhel on the way to Maratika. There is one place called Yarinag. So in the Yarinag, Guru Rinpoche manifested in Duki Shechen form. So it is written in Barselamsel prayer, Galwe Tenpa Chukpai Che, Yarinag la Drupa Je, Nenpur Namkhai Ingshu Phang, Dorje Chage Langsing Dil, Dilsing Chandan Nakshu Pham, Mewa Thuksing Choyang Kem, Shipki Mutek Sagang Shek, Yekse Nakpo Duldulak, Dengi Dome Duki She. So this Duki Shechen form was manifested in the Timal area. Still you can see the Yari. There are Slet Mountain, and then there is the cave, local people called Rakashi Cave, and then there is the place where he used his purva, and then finally he subdued that black demon, and then in that place now the local people, they established one very powerful statue of Guru Padmasambhava. So it is in nearby Kathmandu. So it is another place which is the Guru Rinpoche's activity part. And then third, very important part is manifested in northwest part of Kathmandu Valley, Nuwakot district, nearby Kathmandu Valley, which is called Balpo Zong in Tibetan literature. So in nearby Balpozong area, there is another manifestation called Khepar Phakpe region. So it is said in prayer, Boki Nima Zepai Se, Deden Doai Denpe Pal, Gangla Gangul Kurten Ne, Sankhalai Lathuktu, Dalai Genen Damla Tak, Yulni Chawai Chasudu, Lai Genen Dekpa Chen, Nishu Chachik Damla Tak, Mangyul Dei Zamtindu, Gelong Shila Ngodub Nang, Khepar Phakpe Rijin Sok. So in this prayer, there are three places are emphasized. First one is Sankhalai Lathok, which is in present day we call Kabilas. So there is Shiva Lingam, and there is also Buddha statue. These days, the people established also Guru Padmasambhava statue, and then local people they worshipped as a Mahadeva, and the people from Bhaktapur and Banepa, the Kathmandu Newars, they first when they have to start their musical practice, they will go with an instrument, and then first they practice in that Kabilas, this Changai Lathok. So there are many caves, small caves, and then Bhaktapur people believe that they are a goddess related with the dance. She escaped from the polluted area of Bhaktapur, and she chose this pure place, not mountain, but a hilly region, big forest area. So there are, you can see thousands of local Newars, they are going in that story, but Himalayan people, they go with this Guru Rinpoche's manifestation of Khepar Phakpe region, and then in that place, Dalai Genen Damlatak. So there are many Genen spirits, they disturbed Guru Padmasambhava, and then he subdued them, and then he visited the Chawai Chaso, means the hot spring, which is called these days Devi Ghat, nearby Trishuli. It is on the bank of the Trishuli river. There is the confluence of two rivers, Tadi river and Trishuli, and a very hot area. So yesterday there was big festival. The Devi from Nuakot Bhairavi. She was taken in Plant Queen very fast to down, and that area is very hot area. So in that Tsawai Saso, he controlled this Lai Genen spirits, which are very haughty spirits, and there are altogether 21 Nisuchachik Damlatak. And then he went to this Mangyul, that is in present day Tibet, nearby the Kirong, and then Jamtin, still there is one monastery, and then he instructed 4 monks. So Gelong Shila, Ngodup Nang. So that Khepar Phakpe region manifestation is related with Nuakot and Kerung area. So in Nuakot there are 2 major places of pilgrimage. One is Kabilas, one is Devighat in local language. Many Tibetans and many Bhutanese confused. So sometimes they go to the down and they think, oh, this is Changalai Lathok. But the actual Changalai Lathok is on the top of mountain. So it is visible from Kakani. So just from Shivapuri area also you can see there is one mountain like the Shivalingam. So local people called Kabilas, and then this Sursakke means in local dialect it becomes Kabilas. So that is the another important place for practice. So these 3 places are mentioned, and then I forget to mention the other important place, that one in the other part of the area, this Daman area also, that is the Guru Rinpoche's manifestation place, very important place. So I forget to mention that area. So that in that area also Guru Padmasambhava manifested in his form is Kesok Sulsang. Just after the Maui Shenge, there is one prayer, very important prayer. Damsen Damla Takpai se Dime Dime Nyamrega Gyagar Bhayul Sasamsu Zingi Lapne Zonpai se Dishung Podang Ponge Denpai Ri Metok Pema Gungyangke Sumik Jangchup Duchi Chu Deden Dei Nechoktu Kesok Sulsang Chogo Sol Chake Dorje Chegu Nam Yunpe Rinchen Samatok Rakta Duchi Nangdu Tam Hando Damchen Damlatak Hidam Salsi Ngodrup Ne. So this place is called present day Sumik Jangchup. It is in Makamanpur district on the way to Hetauda, the first Nepali highway called Tribhuvan Rajpath, which connect the Birgans, means the Raksol to Kathmandu. That also pass nearby, and then that area is also very beautiful place. And then there are lots of forest still you can see, and then among the forested area there is one spring that is created by Guru Padmasambhava's Siddhi accomplishment. And then on the 8th day of Losar, when you visit that area, there is one small drawings of Padmasambhava in other time, but that day that is very visible. It is very clearly seen. So many Tibetans visit that area, and then one Lama from Bhutan, he spent all of life, and his son, he spent 24 years of retreat in that area. This is very interesting connotation. Maybe in 8th century, Guru Padmasambhava's time, maybe the downward part, Hetauda part, maybe Gyagar, and then upper part, the mountain region might be the Tibet. But it is very interesting place. And then many people, they visit these 4 areas. They start their pilgrimage from, first they go to the west to the Kabilas, and then they go down to the Sawasaso, Devi Ghat, and then there is new road which joins direct to this Chumig area, Daman area. So they don't come back to Kathmandu, they go down and then they join the Tribhuvan highway from Devi Ghat, and then they visit the area, the present day we call Rishishwar. Now then Guru, third part, I relate with important area. It's called Beul. So Guru Padmasambhava's time, also there are lots of problem in Tibet. There is the conflict between Bon priests and Buddhist masters. It is obvious, like if you study the biography of Santarachita, there is a great problem. And when Padmasambhava visited, and he subdued most of the local spirits as well as the Bon priest, but there are still chance to have some foreign attack, especially from north, Soko, as well as other foreign attack chance was there. So Guru Padmasambhava forecast, oh, you should go, the faithful one, you should go down to the south part of the Himalayan region. That is safe because southern people cannot disturb you. Northern, this army cannot come down. So he instructed Khandra Sogyal about the different areas for this practice of Vajrayana Buddhism. And then Khandra Sogyal noted down and they put as a form of terma. And then Rizin Godemchen in 14th century, he revealed most of these Beul termas. So among them, Beul termas, the first Beul, which is very close to Kathmandu, it is called Elmo Gangi Rawa. Means it is a bowl, like all the area is covered by snow kept. Yeah, so that area, Halambu in Sindhupalchok district, it is one of the very famous Beul. And then Kebje Jadal Sangye Dorje Rinpoche, who was from Eastern Tibet, but from the childhood, he has aspiration to visit that Gangirawa, Elmo Gangirawa, but he has no chance to his youth. And in his youth, he came to Eastern India, especially Darjeeling area, and he interviewed many local people, where is the Elmo Gangirawa? And then finally, he could have some idea. So he came to Kathmandu and then he visited Elmo Gangirawa, and finally he used the text by Rizin Godemchen, and then he established many meditation centers, including Neding. So he spent most important part of his life in Neding. That is one of the central part of that Beul, not far from Tarkegang area. And then Milimchim, there are lots of Guru Rinpoche's footprint, as well as in one place there is also the sun and the moon appearing naturally, Nida Rangzon. And then lots of places in this hidden land, and the many Tibetan lamas, usually Pendo Rinpoche also visited that area. His Eminence Durdubchen Rinpoche, as well as many Kagyu lamas, especially Sultim Gyamso Rinpoche, they visited. And now it is one of the major part of practice area. It is actually Beul, but it is the very special sanctuary. Even Mingyur Rinpoche, when he started his wandering practice, he spent most of time in the mountain part of that Elmo Gangirawa. And there is another place in western Nepal called present day called Nubri and Chum. So there is one place, hidden place called Kimolung. So in that Kimolung, there are lots of Bhutanese monks as well as Nepali monks and many Tibetans. They are practicing in that area. So Kimolung in Gorkha district is one of the famous the Beul. And then second one is in Raswa district, Langthang. So there is famous story how the local Lama, he rebuilt that area. So he followed the Lang, the ox, and then finally in one area, Lang become upside down. So Lang Thang, then finally the Lang dead, Lang Shisha. So there is one mountain present day in Tibet, but visible from Nepalese side, Lang Shisha mountain. So but the Lang Shisha area, the main Beul area called Namgo Dagam. So it looks like the half moon when you see from both sides. So this Namgo Dagam also in Nepal, in the present day Raswa district in Langthang area. Actually, there are the Thim area, there are Langthang area. So Langthang area is also Beul, and the Elmo Gangirawa, I already mentioned. And there is one in eastern part from Kathmandu, Khando Rolwaling. So there is one Rolwaling range in between Lapchi, Gangirawa, and Mount Everest. There is one area in Dolakha. It's called present day map. We see the Rolwaling, but its name is Khando Rolwaling. So there are lots of Khandomas still practicing there. And then it is also very ideal place for meditation in eastern Nepal. And then far east called the Khenpalung. So in Bhutan, there is Khenpazong, but in Nepal, there is Khenpalung. So my area, Bhojpur, is just southern part from this Khenpalung. In present day, it is in Sangkhwa Sawa district, east part from Solu, and then north part from Bhojpur area, nearby the Makalu mountain area, the Ganglon Eastern mountain area. There is a very special place, very difficult to reach, but if you reach, there are lots of caves for meditation, and many Tibetans, they used to visit that area. Still, many Sherpas, as well as Rais from South Monpa, they also visit that area, and in their local language in my area, the Khenpalung la Haimalung Huya means they practice their this animism practice in that area. And the famous Nepali female practitioner in Rana regime period, Yogmaya, she also did her meditation practice in Khenpalung. And then finally she came down to the in the bank of Arun River, and she did one Jal Samadhi in Nepali language. It means she she went to river with 78 followers in Majwa Beshi, very close to this Khenpalung area. So in present day, famous Beuls like the Elmo Gangirawa, as well as Khando Rolwaling, Kimolung, Namgo Dagam, and Khenpalung. These five among these famous 7 one. The rest one is this Demozong or Dezong in present day Sikkim, and one is the Pemakwe in Arunachal, nearby this Burma, Tibet, and India border area. But the two, not in present day Nepal, but the 5 among the 7 famous one, the Beul Dun, the 5 still in present day Nepal. So Nepal is very blessed place for Padmasambhava. His actual practice area like Yangleso and Maratika. His manifestation area like Chumik Chengchup, as well as Pharping, as well as Kabilas, as well as Devi Ghat, and then there are sanctuary for future practitioners, which is called Bayul. So Bayul Dun 5. So this is my short just mention of these names, and then now Khendrabji as well as other people, you can ask for more detailed presentation. So then I'll respond accordingly. Thanks.
Wonderful. Professor, thank you so much for this, detailed, account of Guru Padmasambhava's adventure and, time in Nepal. This is amazing. So I will ask the first question. This, I think, is from Bhutan. They're asking if, Professor, you have written any books on Guru Rinpoche, or if you can recommend any books that are written about Guru Rinpoche that are available in English.
Yeah. So I am involved in this project, the following in your footstep, Lotus Born Guru in Nepal, Volume 1. So it is published from Rangzung Essay publication. So this project run by one of the famous Nepali Rinpoche, Paksok Rinpoche's consort. She was born in US, and then she was married to Paksok Rinpoche, and she started to research different places in Nepal, in India, in Bhutan, in Tibet. And then finally, she made one team. Stephen Mang and other people were the main people in that project. And then for the Nepal part, I am mentioned here also. So I sent these people to different places, and then I guided them. And then, so this book is the best one for the Nepalese part. And then they told me second volume will be related with India, and the third volume will be related with Bhutan and Tibet, Himalayan region, other than Nepal. So I think I recommend this following in your footstep. So it is also available in local markets in Kathmandu, probably in Bhutan also. Maybe also you can have this book from Amazon.com. So this gives most most of the lectures are based on this. So I inspired
Professor,
them.
can you put it up just a little bit? Yeah. Okay. Righty. Wonderful. Okay, everybody. So yeah, as you see, if you're interested in learning more about, what we're talking about, definitely check this book out. Very briefly, some people will say Guru Rinpoche was born in Udayana, that is in Swat Valley in Pakistan. Other people will say, no, he was born in Rivalsar in Himachal. Or some, there are also other accounts that Guru Rinpoche was also born in Sri Lanka. So, what are some of these stories that entail, and which one do you think, is the most sort of true story?
Yeah, it is very controversial case, especially in India. But in my opinion, Guru Padmasambhava was found nearby. He was found in the middle of the lake. So in the lotus, his name became Lotus Born or Padmasambhava, Pema Jungne. But the mission was, the king went to ocean, and then from ocean he got lots of the jewels, Nurbu, and then from Pakistan the present day Swat Valley. I think ocean is very far, Arabian Sea. I think almost impossible from our present day knowledge. And then there is the similar name in India, Odisha. So in Odisha, in just south of Bengal and north of Andhra, in the eastern coast of India, the present day Odisha is there are chances because the ocean is very close because there is the Indian Ocean, and then there is one area, the district in that Odisha area is called Sambalpur. Shambhala is also tantric place related with Kala Chakra Tantra also. And then there is in the Sambalpur district there is one place called Padampur. So Padampur very close to Padmasambhava maybe, and then the Sun Temple Konark is not so far. And then many people, one of the Bhutanese who was the ex the head of the parliament, he told me that 3 years before we are together in Odisha, and then in Konark temple, he told, oh, that is the palace of King Indrabhuti. So, and then I looked the many monument and the local people still practicing different type of tantric practices. Many people are still in Aborigines practice. So there is probability that name whole of area is called Odisha, Odabhimsa. And then among the 24 pithas, 24 power places, Odabhimsa is one of the major place. And then it is likely to have Guru Padmasambhava's birthplace nearby this Odisha mountains. So it is a long time ago, so we can't predict. But in Duzum Rinpoche, someone told KPS Duzum Rinpoche, which place you prefer for your settlement? Then Rinpoche told, oh, I will prefer Odisha. So in Odisha, there are lots of Nyingmapa lamas, especially from Pemako area, including KPS Duzum Rinpoche, Jigdal Eshe Dorje, as well as there is Namkha Rinpoche camp is also there. And then there are beautiful monasteries built by Tibetan refugees. So as well as local people, they are not totally Buddhist like Tibetans, but they have the tantric elements. And Urgen Yulgi Nubjang Sam, Pema Kesar Dongpola. So Urgen Yul means the country of Urgen. So there is probability is more on Odisha area. If you go through the whole story of this Pema Kathang or the other stories, the area called Sopema, it is not possible because it is written in story. Padmasambhava came from other area, and then he met Mandarava, the non from the royal family. So probably Sopema, Revalsar, Mandi area is not his birthplace. Sri Lanka, not possible. But Guru Padmasambhava, when he left this earth, Jambuling, and then there is one mountain in Sri Lanka. That mountain, Guru Padmasambhava is resting area, not a big problem. But there are two possibilities. One is either present day Odisha or present day Swat Valley.
Got it.
Tibetan literature, both.
Nepal country like sometimes Beyu Bansa, sometimes Palyul Bansa. So what is the differences? You did mention about the Beyu, a hidden land, but Nepal Palyul Bani Bansa. So what's the difference? You can speak in Nepali.
नेपालीमा भन्दा चाहिँ के भन्नुपर्छ भने भाल युल, भाल भनेको उन, उल र युल भनेको देश। भनेपछि पहिला को कौटिल्यको अर्थशास्त्र जो चन्द्रगुप्त मौर्यको गुरु कौटिल्य, विष्णुगुप्त चाणक्यको पालामा पनि उले किताबमा के लेखेको छ भने नेपालबाट उनको कपडाहरू भण्डारमा राख्नु भनेको छ। यसको मतलब काठमाडौँ चाहिँ पहिला एउटा उनको व्यापार गर्ने ठाउँ हो र त्यसले गर्दाखेरि टिबेटनहरू पनि आफ्नो उनहरू बोकेर उनीहरू आफ्नो भेडाहरू लिएर भेडाको उन बोकेर उनीहरू काठमाडौँ आएर बेच्थे होला। त्यही भएर उनीहरूले नाम राख्दाखेरि त्यो भाल युल त्यो चाहिँ सही हो। त्यो चाहिँ काठमाडौँलाई भाल्युल भनेको छुट्टी हो। मेरो अघि भनेको चाहिँ बेयुल भनेको त्यो सा भाता बा सा बे युल भनेको हिडन ल्यान्ड, लुकाइएको भूमि भनेको हुनाले त्यो चाहिँ काठमाडौँ चाहिँ बेयुल होइन, यो त ओपन ठाउँ हो, सबै व्यापार गर्ने सबै गर्ने ठाउँ हो। अब जस्तो योल्मोहरू जस्तो चाहिँ बेयुल हो, भाल्युल होइन। त्यो चाहिँ पुरानो भाल्युल भनेको चाहिँ काठमाडौँ भ्याली हो। तर अब अहिले 250 वर्षदेखि चाहिँ अहिले पुरै नेपाल पूर्वको मेचीदेखि लिएर पश्चिमको महाकालीसम्म, उत्तरको हिमालदेखि लिएर दक्षिणको तराईसम्मलाई नै अब अहिलेको टिबेटनहरूले चाहिँ भाल्युल नै भन्नु चाहिँ यसलाई म्यापमा हेर्नुभयो भने। तर पुरानो भाल्युल भनेको चाहिँ भेलयुल, भेयुल भनेको चाहिँ लासापाहरूले भेयुल भनेको चाहिँ त्यो काठमाडौँ भ्याली जसलाई लोकल ल्याङ्ग्वेजमा नेपाल मण्डला भनिन्छ त्यसलाई भनेको देखिन्छ पुरानो लिट्रेचरमा चाहिँ। तर अहिलेको लिट्रेचरले त त्यो पुरै टिबेटन म्यापहरूमै हेर्नुभयो भने भाल्युल भन्यो भने मेचीदेखि महाकालीसम्मको अहिले वर्तमान नेपाललाई नै देखिन्छ।
Professor, my last question, मेरो last question चाहिँ मलाई नेपाल गएको थियो last year 2020 मा, अनि I went to Asura Cave, Yangleshu, and at Asura Cave, you know, I saw a handprint that, you know, people say is the handprint of Guru Rinpoche. And there are a lot of other places where you can also find other prints, right? Sometimes footprints, sometimes head prints down in Yangleshu. So what are the significance of these? Do you believe that this is actually Guru Rinpocheko handprint होला जस्तो तपाईलाई लाग्छ?
तन्त्रको साधना गर्ने मान्छेहरूको चाहिँ सिद्धि हुन्छ, मोडरूप पाएको हुन्छ हैन। अनि उनीहरू त्यो ध्यानमा बसेर बाहिर निस्किँदाखेरि चाहिँ उनीहरूको खुट्टाले खाली खुट्टाले भुइँमा टेक्दा त्यो खुट्टाको छाप पनि ढुङ्गामा बस्छ, प्रिन्ट पनि। त्यस्तै हात कुनै ठाउँमा राख्यो भने त्यसको छाप पनि बस्छ। त्यो चाहिँ गुरु पद्मसम्भवको मात्रै होइन कि अरू सिद्धहरू, अरू डुप्थोपहरूको पनि त्यस्तो देखिने भएको नाताले अब मिलेरेपाको पनि धेरै ठाउँमा फुटप्रिन्टहरू छन्, अब मिलेरेपाको पनि ह्यान्डप्रिन्टहरू छन् भने गुरु पद्मसम्भवको हुनु त स्वाभाविक हो। इट इज नेचुरल टु ह्याभ the footprint and then head print. So when they come back from their meditation, samadhi practice, they have lots of energy. That energy manifests through hand, which you can see in the Reiki healing. Many people are using the energy from the hand. So if it is intensified, it can have imprint and rock. It is very simple thing. सामान्य नै हो, यो धेरै नयाँ घटना होइन।
Okay, wonderful. I'm gonna request if there is anything tapaile, you know, I did not ask, you want to say to our viewers, if there is anything you would like to say.
मैले धेरै कुराहरू त मैले बताइसकेँ। अब गुरु पद्मसम्भव को कर्मभूमि हो नेपाल। उहाँको जन्मभूमि चाहे पाकिस्तान भए पनि, इन्डिया भए पनि, उडिसा भए पनि हामीले केही आपत्तिको कुरा भएन। तर उहाँको चाहिँ अब 84 सिद्धहरू भित्रै उहाँको नाम आएको व्यक्ति हो र नेपालमा आएर उहाँले धेरै समय चाहिँ नेपालमा बिताएको देखिन्छ। उहाँले मारातिकामा मिनिमम 6 वर्ष पनि सम्म बसेको पनि देखिन्छ। फर्पिङमा पनि बसेको धेरै लामो अवधि बसेको देखिन्छ। अनि नेपालको तपाईँ अर्को मैले अघि बिर्सेको चाहिँ टिबेटमा जब गुम्बा बनाउनु पर्यो, मोनास्ट्री गोन्पा बनाउने बेलामा चाहिँ साम्य गुम्बा बनाउँदा त्यहाँको चाहिँ सिन्मोहरूले, त्यहाँको राक्षसनीहरूले धेरै दुःख दिएको भएर अनि उनीहरूलाई लखड्दै आएर अहिलेको लोकेकार, यो पश्चिम नेपालको मुस्ताङ जिल्लामा एउटा धेरै ठुलो पिलग्रिम प्लेस छ, ठाउँ छ। त्यो चाहिँ गुरु पद्मसम्भवले टिबेटको त्यो ढाकसिन्मोनलाई लखड्दै ल्याएर अनि अहिलेको कालीगण्डकी नदीको किनार जोमसोमसम्म आएको कुरा छ। जोमसोमबाट फर्केर फेरि उता तेताङको भित्र पनि पसेको कुरा छ। त्यहाँबाट चेले हुँदै माथि गएर घमी भन्ने ठाउँमा चाहिँ अनि गुरु पद्मसम्भवले त्यो राक्षसनीलाई डेमोनेसलाई दबाएर अनि त्यहाँ उसको आन्द्राको ठाउँमा चाहिँ ठुलो मानी वाल माथाङ बनाइएको छ, जो चाहिँ अब 1500 मिटर, 1.5 किलोमिटर होइन, 1.5 किलोमिटर लामो छ। अनि त्यसको माथि चाहिँ अब त्यो ढाकमार, त्यो उसको राक्षसनीको रगत लतपतिएको ठाउँ भनेर ढाकमार छ भने माथि चाहिँ त्यो राक्षसनीको मुटु राखेर बनाइएको संसारको पहिलो गोन्पा, टिबेटमा साम्य बन्नुभन्दा पनि पहिले बनेको गोन्पा चाहिँ अहिले लो भन्छ, जसलाई भोट भाषामा टिबेटनहरूले लो भन्नुहुन्छ, हामीले चाहिँ त्यसलाई मुस्ताङ भन्छौँ। अप्पर मुस्ताङको लो केकारको गुम्बा अहिले पनि इन्ट्याक्ट छ। टिबेटको त पछि चाइनिजहरू आएर उहाँले डिस्ट्रोय गरेर फेरि नयाँ बनाएको हो। तर त्यहाँ गुम्बा बनाइसकेपछि मात्रै अनि गुरु पद्मसम्भवले आएर टिबेटमा साम्य गुम्बा बनाएको हुनाले साम्यभन्दा पनि पहिले बनेको गोन्पा गुरु पद्मसम्भवले बनाएको चाहिँ अप्पर मुस्ताङ नेपालमै छ, मुस्ताङ जिल्लामा पर्छ। त्यो अघि मैले भन्न छुटाएको थिएँ। र त्यो पनि अहिले धेरै टुरिस्टहरू, धर्म गर्ने टुरिस्टहरू अहिले त्यहाँ लोकेकार जानुभएको छ। र त्यहाँको गाउँपालिका म्युनिसिपालिटीको नाम नै लोकेकार दामोदर कुण्ड गाउँपालिका भनेर चाहिँ उहाँहरूले राख्नु भएको छ। त्यो पनि एउटा भ्रमण गर्न धेरै राम्रो ठाउँ हो। र त्यसपछि गएर अनि तेर्ने धाङपो, गुरु पद्मसम्भवले भविष्यको मान्छेहरूलाई तेर्माहरू, जुन अघि मैले भनेको बेयुलहरू निकाल्ने तेर्माहरू निकालेको जस्तै सबभन्दा पहिलो तेर्मा निकालेको ठाउँ चाहिँ लोकेकार हो। त्यसलाई तेर्ने धाङपो भनेर पनि लेखिएको छ। त्यसकारण तपाईँको मुस्ताङ जिल्लाभित्र पनि गुरु रिम्पोछेको धेरै महत्त्वपूर्ण तीर्थहरू अर्थात् नेहरू छन्।
But thank you again. Thank you so much for taking the time and, educating us just a little bit on the life and time of Guru Rinpoche in Nepal.